What's up? How you doing, buddy? You're muted. It gets some people. You're still muted.
Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Such a great honor to be here.
Good. Hey, man, it's an honor to have you. So you, Andrew Vo, I noticed on Facebook. I don't know how to say it. Is it Kwong?
It's Coin.
Coin?
Yes.
Coin. Okay, you
Correct.
have to help me with that. And then somebody, you have a fan here that called you Andy. So what do you go by?
I go by Andrew, but whoever loved me so much say that I'm Andy. So
All
if I
right,
have
so
that fan, I keep that fan in my heart.
it's Andy. It's Andy if we love you, huh? All right, very cool. Very cool. So, hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out in ShineOn land? Welcome to another Friday. It is Coffee with Michael again. It's the best day of the week. It's the best show of the week. It's the best e-commerce show on the planet happening right now, streaming live on Facebook. Even Zuckerberg tunes in occasionally to watch this one with his VR headsets. Yeah, what's up? How we doing? What's up, Gil? Nice to see you. Mauricio, what's up? The shiny dad is in the house. Okay. Tammy, what's going on? Kita? Yeah, so Kita asks, am I experiencing a delay? It's 11:09 a.m. The countdown is on. It's my first coffee with Michael. Well, first of all, congratulations. Your life is about to change for the better. So get excited about that. Yeah, that's pretty normal. We run kind of a countdown timer at the beginning of every show to let everybody kind of join in, get their coffee ready. We do a digital marketer's toast here in a moment. So if you don't have a hot drink handy, go get it. It lowers CPMs. It increases the balance in your bank account. Some people say it improves their health. They feel tinglies through their body every time we do it. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Let's give Kita kind of a round of applause. Give her a warm welcome for being here. Let's give her a warm welcome for being here. All right. So today we're going to be talking with Andy here about how he scaled in Q4 last year. So last year, Andy did $269,000 in revenue in like 7 or 8 days. And he's gone on to continue to scale throughout the rest of this year. I think you're just shy of $1 million in revenue. Is that right?
About 900,000. Yeah.
900?
Yes.
So you're definitely going to cross $1 million as we move into Q4 for sure. So we're going to be talking about that. Then we have kind of an exciting announcement about Andy. Andy is going to be helping out ShineOn in the future. We're going to be talking a little bit about how and in what capacity. Pretty excited about that. But we've got a really good show for you here today. All right. Yay. Cool. Glad to be here. Coffee loading. Watched all your vids. Joined the challenge. Awesome. Well, welcome, Kita. Glad to have you. Mauricio says you're in for a treat. It's true. It's true. It's a life-changing live stream every single week. All right, let's get into it. So the way we kick things off. So Kita, this one's for you. We do a little thing called the Digital Marketer's Toast around here. Now at ShineOn, we believe the Digital Marketer's Toast is magical, right? There's something that happens when all of us participate in this that changes the world for the better. Last time we did this, gas prices came down. If I remember right, there was like a small little ceasefire in Russia and Ukraine. The stock market bounced back. People report feeling tinglies after these. People get sales actively during the Digital Marketer's Toast. Look at your phones now, everybody. You'll see no Shopify notifications. We're going to do the toast and then look at your phones again. I guarantee you, some of you will make sales. It's that special. It's that special. You guys ready? This is the Digital Marketer's Toast. Raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, and flasks. Join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs, and lower CACs, higher CTRs, much higher CVRs to enable ad accounts and big bank accounts, upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, to winning products and repeat sales, and to the thing that everybody knows, the riches are in the niches, but also your email flows. Are you ready? Cheers, everybody. Drink up. There we go. There we go. We have people on every continent but Antarctica that participate in that. All of us, we're getting there's like a global worldwide dopamine hit taking place right now. Increased blood flow to the brain. You guys are excited. Am I right? You know it. You know it's amazing. All right. Do me a favor. If you like what we do here, if you like our goofy antics, like this post. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that fancy stuff that shows the social media networks that you love us. We would appreciate it. Drop us some love in the comments. Andy, do you have a favorite emoji?
I would say the heart emoji.
The heart emoji. Let's get some hearts in the comments for Andy. Hearts in the comments for Andy. Mauricio says, just to be clear, the ShineOn dad is Taz. He must have, I bet he was Facebook user. I bet I flashed up one of his comments and it was Facebook user. StreamYard.com/Facebook so I can see your names, party people. All right, here we go. Here's some hearts. Look, that's a fancy one. This person put in some effort for that heart. Way to go, Facebook user. Adrian, thank you. Marvin, what's up? Thank you. Look, you get some special ones right here. Facebook user. StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can see who you are. We would appreciate it. Robin, thank you. Sophie, more Facebook user. Look at that one. That took some effort. Look at that. That's a manually typed in. All right. Okay, let's go. Gil, what's up? All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about our swag winners this week. So every week we give away some swag, right? We're looking for people to participate in the group, drop value posts, new testimonials, things like that. So this week, Jesse says, I have a newborn and 2 toddlers, so I can only work in increments of like 20 minutes max. So rapid fire learning and testing is all I can do. Just check my ShineOn dashboard and realized I've sold 3 units plus upsells between yesterday and this morning. I told myself when I started the challenge, if I can get just 1 sale, there's no reason I can't get 10,000, 10, 100, or 10,000. So this is enough to motivate me to keep going till I hit major success. Cannot wait to see where this journey leads. That's amazing, Jesse. Thanks for sharing your success here. And congratulations. Making your first dollar online, we talk about it every week. It's a complete game changer. It'll completely change your life. It opens new paradigms. It literally will change the way you see your world and your approach to work and things like that. So super, super exciting. You also are getting started at a perfect time of year. I'm telling you, during Q4, making sales, it's like stealing candy from a baby. The buyers are activated. They're turned on. They're looking for stuff to buy. The closer we get to Christmas, there's like a frenzy. It just keeps on picking up. And the sales activity just does nothing but increase until about December 17th, 18th, 19th. And then we kind of hit a wall. But from now until then, it is an amazing time to be in e-commerce. We call it the Super Bowl. It's the e-com Super Bowl. All right, next up, Gary Hare. Well, it's official today. I hit a major milestone. It's been a year to get here, but the bulk of it has been this year since joining Scup's incubator. It's all Facebook ads, and $93,000 of it has been this year going to my Shopify store. 100 grand. Gary Hare hit 100 grand. Amazing job, Gary. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing your success with us. You're going to have some swag coming your way. It's probably not your first swag item either. You must have quite a collection of ShineOn stuff going on at this point. And then last, we've got, nope, not last, almost last, Deborah Shaw. I did it, got my first $10,000 month. Total now is over $20,000 in revenue. Did it by getting on TikTok. Thank you, everyone at ShineOn, the Ecom Family Academy, who got me on and taught me TikTok. Loved my ShineOn family and the Ecom Academy family. Ecom Family Academy. Anyway, Deborah, thank you so much for sharing. It's amazing. We've got some Facebook swag coming your way. Hang on. I just saw a comment. There we go. Look at this. Taz did it. StreamYard.com/Facebook. So you can have your name up here just like Eric. All right. Well earned. Yeah, I agree, John. Good call out. More swag for me. Is this Gary? Not sure if that's Gary or not. If that's you, Gary, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Anyway, congratulations to everybody this week. Then Deborah Smith finished the challenge last week, started running $5 Facebook ads at 6:30 this morning. Just got a notice for my first sale. Amazing job, Deborah. Thanks for sharing your success. You've got some swag coming your way. Now, if you haven't had your first sale, I want you to look up at your phone after doing the Digital Marketer's Toast because you might have a surprise waiting for you. It happens every week. Somebody, without a doubt, will get a sale during the Digital Marketer's Toast. Was it you? It could be. It could be. Anyway, you've got some swag coming your way. If I just featured one of your posts, I believe Tammy will likely be reaching out to you with a discount code for our merch store. Pretty amazing. If you also would like to get for some free swag, we grab 2 to 5 posts kind of randomly from the group every week. We're looking for testimonials, people that hit milestones, tips, tricks, value posts. We love that kind of stuff. If we feature you here, you've got some swag coming your way. All right, latest news. We'll get through these quick, Andy, and we'll get to the good stuff. We, every single quarter at ShineOn, well, here, let me back it up a little bit. At ShineOn, we made it a company goal to make sure that we're supporting you well as sellers and that we're keeping you satisfied and happy. with what we offer, not just in terms of like our seller support channels, but the products, the app, all that kind of stuff, the training, things like that. We made it a company goal this year. We thought it was so important. It was a company goal. All of our bonuses, including mine, are tied to our achievement on this particular goal. Every single quarter, to kind of keep track of this goal, we release a survey to the selling community to kind of check in with you to see how we're doing. I would like to ask you to leave us some honest feedback. If you're watching this, if you've gotten any value from any of our training, if you're a regular app user, anything like that, we would sure appreciate and love to hear your honest feedback. What you can do, we made it super simple. Pull up the camera app on your phone and just point it at this QR code, and it'll actually load the survey for you. So just pull up your camera app, point it at this QR code, or you can come back to this video a little later, point it to this QR code, and you can leave us some feedback. It's the survey, I think, will take you maybe 60 seconds, depending on how much detail you want to provide. But I can promise you this, as president of the company, Taz is on here. He's the CEO. He can vouch for this. We will literally comb through every single one of your responses. We read all of the results. We tally them into categories. We have team meetings on them. We build improvement plans around them. We take this very, very seriously. So if you could please leave us your feedback, we would very much appreciate it. Whoops. Not sure what happened there. All right. If you're interested in doing this, but perhaps you're streaming from your iPhone and you don't want to do it now, you can come back to this video later and you can play it and kind of fast forward to this point and pause and then go from there. Okay, let's keep going. The Q4 contest is open. You can register at ShineOnContest.com. We do have some prizes. If you want any of the prizes, if you want to be eligible for them or compete for the prizes, you have to be in the contest. ShineOnContest.com is where you can register. It's pretty cool. We have a whole leaderboard in there. In fact, let me pull it up real quick and we'll see where we're at. Give me a second. Tammy is running this. They have fresh content. I believe there's a Facebook group. They drop free message cards. It's actually a really cool thing. Let me see if I can just share this tab instead. Bear with me, party peoples. Are you in the contest, Andy?
I will be. And
yeah, you better be.
Competing in that. It'll be very, very bloody there, but I'll be competing in that. Everyone is so good. So yeah,
it's like Hunger Games over here. All right, so this is the contest. Let me make this a little bigger for you. If I can do that. No, it's not playing nicely. Okay, this is the contest. We've got some details about how it works. We've got some prizes here you can come read about. It's pretty cool. This is the funnest part about the contest to me. You have the leaderboard here. So you can literally see kind of how you're doing against other people inside the contest. This is my favorite part of the whole thing, is just the community it creates. It creates, if you're brand new to this and you kind of want to sell with other people, I'd encourage you to maybe join the contest. It's a great way to kind of rub elbows with other people. Again, there's a Facebook group for it. Tammy is kind of leading it. It's pretty cool. So currently in the top of the leaderboard, we have Marvin Espina. Did an interview with him a week or two ago where he shared all of his tips and tricks and hacks and all that kind of stuff. He is a natural born killer when it comes to print on demand, and you can see he is crushing the leaderboard here. 5,200 sales already since he signed up for the challenge. Gary Contreras, 1,740 sales. Elias is at 1,600. Washington Helps. Did an interview with Washington Helps also probably 7 or 8 weeks ago. He's at almost 1,000 sales, which is incredible. And then we have Valentin at 785 sales. So pretty amazing. Anyway, go to ShineOnContest.com if you'd like to sign up. All right, let me get back over to the other thing. And Tammy is dropping some info about that right now in the chat. Let me bring that up here. It is open to all and free. It's just a motivator for Q4 with a few extra fun things mixed in. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So go check it out. ShineOnContest.com. Yeah. So I might be, I think that's Tammy's soft way of telling me I might be overselling this a little bit. Do we have a group, Tammy, this year? And are we posting content to the group? Am I getting that part right? Let us know in the chat so I can clarify that. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Last month, we launched these what would you call it? Necklace, CZ stud sets, the CZ necklace sets. These are now a product that you can put directly into your store. So it used to be you had to add them into post-purchase and things like that. Not so anymore. You can actually add this as a hero product in your store and then choose other things in post-purchase. These are really cool because the studs really complete the gift. So, you know, especially I always think about the romance niche. It's my favorite niche is kind of that husband to wife thing. It just really completes a gift. If you're buying a gift for your wife and you see that it comes with earrings too, it rounds the whole thing out, makes it complete. Anyway, go check that out. Highly profitable, huge margins here. All right, we are in the App Store. I'm not going to walk through how you can leave us a review. I did that the last several weeks in a row. Just know if you haven't left us a review yet, well, we love you and we're glad that you are here every week, and we hope you keep selling with us. But we would love your honest feedback right over here at apps.shopify.com/ShineOn. apps.shopify.com/ShineOn. Please go leave us an honest review. We would really, really appreciate an honest review. Okay, I think I'm about done here. I'm going to blow through these really quick. All right, ShineOnChallenge.com is, in fact, it's probably the last one I'm going to do. ShineOnChallenge.com. If you are brand new to this, you have 0 sales and you're trying to get your first sale, highly recommend you go check out ShineOn Challenge. It's like $47. It's designed to get you to your first sale. It walks you through literally every step in the process. Registering your LLC. No, there's no course I've ever taken that even gets into that. The challenge does. Talks about registering your LLC, picking a name, making a logo, building out your brand assets, setting up your theme. In fact, I'm pretty sure it now comes with a theme as part of the package. We've Jim got in there with the Dawn theme and, you know, prettied it all up, and he's made it available to those that are in the challenge. Plus, if you take the challenge and you get your first sale, you can get your $47 back. So it's a very low risk kind of thing. Go take advantage of this. I've got to tell you that when I started in print on demand in 2017 or whenever it was, I would have killed for some resources like this. They were not out there. Like now there's so many courses and little communities and coaches. This stuff just was not as prevalent when I got started a handful of years ago. I would have killed for something like this. So please take advantage. If you're just getting into the fray, you have no idea the value of a resource like this. Keep in mind, this is an entirely new industry. 10 years ago, hardly anybody knew how to do this stuff. Hardly anybody did. We finally reached a point where people are distilling their information into these resources like the challenge. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of it. All right, off my horse here. Let's just get into this. Andy, still with us, brother?
Still with you, brother.
All right, let's do it. So, hey, I've got some screenshots that you have shared with us. I'm going to pull these down real quick. So, first of all, I talked a little bit earlier about Andy's special role with us at the company. Andy has decided to jump in and help ShineOn. He's going to be participating in and running the Vietnam community. So he's going to be over there in the Vietnam Facebook group, and he's actually going to be doing lives, just like I'm doing Coffee with Michaels. He's going to have his own version of maybe a Coffee with ShineOn over there every single week, sharing tips, tricks, how-tos, things like that. So if you're a Vietnamese seller or you speak Vietnamese, go check out our Vietnamese group. Andy's going to be over there kind of leading with content and tips and tricks and things like that. And Andy, we're super happy to have you on board. Thanks for joining the family.
I'm super happy to, and it's such a great honor to even being here. It's such a dream come true, and also be a team member of ShineOn. So thanks.
Yeah, we're super happy to have you. Now, just for some context, where do you live?
So right now I'm in Canada. I live in Vancouver. So it's just on the west side of Canada.
Yeah, so Andy currently lives in Vancouver, right? So west side of Canada, just north of like Seattle area.
Yes, about 2-3 hours away.
Yeah. And he's going to be leading the Vietnam community, and he's been participating in the U.S. community for a long time. So we're super happy to have him on board. We're really excited to see where the Facebook group, the Vietnam Facebook group goes, and we're really excited to start tuning in to some of your live streams here in the future. So let's talk about some of your results here. So Here is your most profitable day of Q4, $40,000 in revenue, over 1,000 units sold. That was on December 17th. That's pretty incredible. Can I ask, I don't want to only share what you're comfortable with, by the way. I'm probably going to ask some questions. If you're not comfortable, don't worry about it. What product was this? Like what catalog item was it?
So this is the love knot necklace.
This was the love knot. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a great seller for a really long time. $40,000 in revenue, just 1,000 units in a single day. How did you feel on this day?
I feel I was living on cloud nine.
I bet you were. What was the margin on this?
So from what I remember, it was about 25 to 30% net profit. So that was like after the cost from ShineOn.
Sure.
So pretty big margins.
Yeah, I find that 20 to 30% is a pretty standard margin for people that are, let's say, scaling with the intention of protecting the margin, right? Like there's some people in the community that they'll really put the pedal to the metal. I mean, they want to do $6 million in revenue in Q4 with a 10% margin, and they're happy on that. They're happy on that because it's still a boatload of money. However, I do notice I'm more similar to you in my scaling technique. I like to scale like while protecting the margin, and I typically find among you and many other people I've talked to, 20 to 30% profit margin on our products is pretty standard. So that's incredible. So, wow. So you made what? $8,000 this day?
In a single day, yeah. So those day before it was like 20, 30, 35. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
And
it's freaking life-changing, isn't it?
Oh, it changed everything.
Yeah, when you make that kind of money in a single day, it just completely blows your mind.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
It's not only changing my financial, but also changing my mindset also, because now my belief is just wide open. Like, oh shit, if I can make 40, maybe hopefully this year I can make 100. Never know. So it changing from financial stuff to mindset. So it changed everything.
Yeah, it's, I see two things with a lot of the sellers we talk to. There's a first mindset change that happens when they go from zero to their first sale, right? Because it like kind of opens their mind up to being able to actually make money online. The second change is when they hit their first winner, because that's the first time they really get a taste for how big the market is, right? And how fast these products can actually scale. And it's when you make more in a single day than you make in an entire month. It's the first time you do that, it's unreal. You cannot even believe that opportunity exists in this space. So that's incredible. That's incredible. All right. So this is the month. So it looks like you got kind of a late start. You started December 9th. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of fighting a little bit of a cold or something. So you got started December 9th and you were scaling down by December 17th. I'm guessing this was shipping cutoff last year. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tell us about this period here. I mean, you got in pretty late and you still scaled really well in like 8 days. So tell us about this.
So before that, I was testing. I was making code, making designs and everything, but nothing worked. My Facebook manager got shut down also. So I was like, I am so desperate right now. I don't know what to do next. And then one day Shopify sent me a $500 coupon from TikTok. I was like, okay, this may be my last chance. So I jumped on TikTok right away on this, making videos, making design, and just put everything together. So that's how I got in very late.
So this was TikTok.
It was 100% TikTok.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you happen to remember your CPMs or any of your metrics?
The CPM was $4 to $6.
$4 to $6. That's awesome. Compared to what were you paying on Facebook at the time?
I think about 15 to 25.
Yeah. Facebook was really rough last year. So you lost your account. Was it restricted?
Yeah, still restricted.
Yeah. A lot of people. You were not alone, my friend. Facebook was going. It was the adpocalypse last year with Facebook. So this is all TikTok. That's absolutely amazing. So let's share a little bit real quick. What are some, what were some differences maybe in campaign structure, and the need for lots of creatives and things like that? Like, I'm assuming this is the first time you ever really even experimented with TikTok. Am I right?
Yes. It's
How did
very,
you
very
learn the ropes in, freaking just a few days to be able to scale like this and still have such a great margin?
So TikTok actually very smart. How they design their platform is it's just exactly how you do Facebook. So I think they don't want the users to relearn everything, so they just mimic whatever is going on Facebook. So, but for me, I think the most important thing on TikTok is not how do you set up the campaigns, it's not how you spending your money, but it's your creative. Because TikTok is all about videos. I made my first few videos. It was flop. I didn't make any sales, but then I watched TikTok every day. I was like, okay, this is something different. The way they make TikTok is different than the way they make regular videos
Right.
on YouTube. So I just try to adapt to how TikTok video works. I follow the trend. I use trendy style, and that's how it works. And once I make sales, I just throw a bunch of money into it, and it's just about it.
So how many creatives did you go through to do this?
So at first, I test about 3, and
That's
they
not
all
bad.
just flop. And then I make one more, and it got 2 sales. So now I know that type of creative working, then I make another 5 to 10 similar setting, similar length, similar music, uh, into that, creative. So, yeah, I
So
make
did
a
you
lot of
did you
creative.
already know you were sitting on like a winning phrase?
I think I already know because from Facebook I got, 2 to 3 sales.
Okay.
and I was like, huh, I'm on something right here, but I could scale bigger with Facebook, but they just decided to
Shut
kick
you
me
down. They were like, your money's no good here.
out.
I don't get Facebook, man, when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's like I've never met a business that makes it so difficult for you to give them oodles of cash. You know what I mean? Like I can think of 1,000 marketers that would do anything to be able to drop off like a truckload of cash with Facebook to just scale stuff. Anyway, so it sounds like what you're saying is, and I'm going to kind of back this up because we have some new people in the audience too, and I'm kind of jumping right into the thick of it here, and I might be losing some people. So typically, the way ShineOn works, especially if you're new, um, you have to find a winning phrase. You put the phrase on a design, and you test that out in Facebook and TikTok. And you may have to do lots of tests, right? Like you may have to test a bunch of different phrases before you find one that's a winner, right? We around here, most of us, anybody who watches the Coffee with Michaels or does any of our training, the phrase is the most important part of the design, and the phrase is typically what is going to sell your product, right? So when I talk about kind of a product, I would say the most important part, weighted at like 90%, is that phrase. We have some sayings around here that help us remember this. We say it's the phrase that pays. If they cry, they'll buy. If they feel, it's real, right? It's all about this idea that means the phrase is the most important part. It needs to move people emotionally. If you can do that, you increase their likelihood of buying your product. So typically, when you're getting started, you have to test a bunch of different phrases before you find one that kind of wins. And then you can start to scale that one, right? It's kind of how it works. What Andy was just saying was he had already done some testing like that on Facebook, and he had one particular phrase and design combo that had sold a few units on Facebook. So then when Facebook kind of restricted him, he went over to TikTok with that same design and phrase, and he was able to immediately start scaling it on TikTok. Is that basically correct?
That's absolutely correct, brother.
What niche was it in?
That was in the dollar niche.
The daughter niche. So this is another thing for anybody doubting the power of TikTok, thinking, it's only like a bunch of teenagers on there. He was in the daughter niche, meaning it was a gift for a daughter. So it was parents on the platform that were buying it as a gift for their daughter, which is pretty incredible. Plus, if you haven't seen Love Knot yet, Love Knot's a fairly mature looking product. It's not something you would gift to like a 8 or 9-year-old. So that speaks to the age of the parent, right? Because to have an older child, you typically are going to have to be a little older parent. So anyways, that's kind of how that comes together. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye on that as we go. So I'm going to go down here. This is your results. This is your results for the rest of the year. So you did $269,000 in roughly 8 days. Pretty incredible. Was this the first time you ever scaled a product, by the way?
First time ever.
Oh man, so you
just about a month or less than a month before that is where I found ShineOn. So actually, this time of the year is my 1 year mark with ShineOn.
So that's amazing. So I bet your adrenaline was pumping. I bet you were super pumped up.
Oh, super. I was like, woo.
That's amazing. Good for you. That's I don't know. That's super exciting. Anytime somebody can do that. Okay, let's talk about your 1 year anniversary. So this is your Christmas scale. It looks like. It looks like you hit again. Let's see. Can you guys hear that? Could you hear that?
Yeah.
In the background? Yeah, I've got we're having some work done on the house. It was noise. Anyway, so look, this is a Christmas scale. Then this is Valentine's Day, I think. Is that Valentine's Day?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Mother's Day?
I think that was it looks like about Mother's Day. I didn't scale so big on Mother's Day. But I scared just right before summer again and right after summer again.
Yeah, so I mean this would be like Father's Day-ish.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, and then you kind of were flat throughout the summer. I mean, you were peaking a little bit. And then I'm guessing this is like August, September timeframe.
That's right.
Right. And this is catching us up to present. So look at this, just to put it in perspective for everybody. This, peak here, we're at like $40,000 right here. So, that is what, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 peak for Valentine's Day?
About 15 to 20, yeah.
15 to 20. So here you're looking at what, $7,000, $8,000 days, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 days.
That's right.
Over here, I mean, yeah. So look, I mean, if you just look at that, I mean, you've scaled pretty freaking well for the rest of the year. I mean, every single holiday, you've hit a decent winner. If this is $200,000, you've got $600K in revenue represented out here, which is pretty amazing. Were you able to keep the same margins for all of that?
Yes. About 20, 25, 30, yeah.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So you don't need a job. Why are you joining ShineOn?
Because I love ShineOn. What else can I say?
Well, we appreciate it.
I love ShineOn because ShineOn actually changed my my life. Because before that I was a plumber. I was working on new toilet, old toilet, dirty toilet. So I unclog people's toilet all day long. So when people telling me they have a shitty day, maybe they just have a bad day. But for me, Andrew, when I have a shitty day, I mean it's the real shitty day. Right?
It's like literally the stuff that comes out of people.
I got all that stuff all over my clothes and
oh my gosh,
all that stuff. I know it may sound is nasty, but I love to share it out because I believe ShineOn opportunity is pretty much for everyone.
Let's get into your story a little bit, if that's okay. So, it sounds like you're from Vietnam, and you moved to what, Vancouver?
Yeah, so about 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Okay, so 12 years ago, you moved from Vietnam to Vancouver. Is that right? And then when did you start working as a plumber?
Right after high school, so about 6 years ago, about 5-6 years ago.
So right out of high school, you got a job as a plumber.
Yeah, I tried to went to college, study for business, but I was like, if I just study like this, I would just be forever sitting in the office and bored. So I would say, okay, maybe something else can make better and quicker money. So that's why I go for plumbing. But it turned out to be very shitty jobs.
Did you go to a trade school or anything like that for plumbing?
Yeah, I got my license in plumbing.
Oh wow! So you did start your own. It's like your own plumbing business. Is that right?
I was still working for someone else
Okay.
at their company. Yeah,
Right, but you were just like you had your license to do it and all of that. So when did that was that like 2016, 2015?
about that. Yes, it's when I first started plumbing.
Okay, very cool. And so then you get into plumbing. How long were you doing plumbing?
I did pretty much until um about 2020 2021. Yeah, about that.
Wow, sweet.
And then COVID hit, and then because my plumbing job is the service plumbing, which I have to go into people's house to just I unclog people's toilet, so I have to go into their house. But during COVID, that was really restricted
For
to even
sure.
see people. So the income, everything was so much slower.
Yeah. Well, for sure, it's understandable. So is that when you started looking for online income?
Yeah, so during that time working at plumbing, I do have all the online business going on, but it just up and down. Nothing
Was it
been stable as ShineOn. Just been the last year for me. So yeah,
what were you when did you start getting into ecom?
ecom I did a little bit back in 2016. I found a very first winner back in 2016
Oh
selling
wow.
that stuff. But then again, my Facebook was got restricted back in that day. So it's crazy how that back in that day, no one got restricted, but only me got restricted. Um, they banned my business profile, they banned my personal profile. So the Facebook you see right now is not my main one that I had back in 2016. So they banned everything that I had.
Bummer.
So it's
What
crazy.
did you delete your profile and start over? Or did you open a new one under a different name or what?
Yeah, they banned me, so they don't let me log in my previous profile anymore. So I create a new one.
Uh, you deleted it and created a new one. For
Yeah,
those of you that don't know, you can actually do that. You can if you get hit, you can literally delete your profile and just start all over. You can use the same name too, I believe.
yeah.
So anyway, you can always do that if it's worth it to you. Okay, so you started getting into ecom in like 2016 ish, right? So
Yes.
did you not like from then until COVID hit? Were you doing any ecom at all?
Yeah, I still doing a little drop shipping here and there. I make some money here and there, but the income was just never stable. It just some month I make good, some month I lost money. So it's very unstable back for me in that day.
I gotcha. And so what like changed for you? Was it literally just finding ShineOn, or did you start to dabble in print on demand with maybe some other providers first, or like what did that look like?
Before Shion, I have never worked with any other companies before. What drop shipping I did was just selling $600-700 stuff, like a little bit higher ticket.
Oh, high ticket drop shipping.
Yeah,
Got it.
high ticket drop shipping. Yeah,
Well, that's pretty cool. So you
yeah,
did high ticket drop shipping for a while, then you found ShineOn,
yeah.
and that's when it seems like things really started to change for you. So when did you stop plumbing? When did you like let go of your plumbing job altogether?
Um, Altogether was just about half a year before Shion because the COVID was really bad.
Yeah,
Uh, in the US maybe get better, but in Canada everything's still restricted. Everything's like no meeting new people. Just stay in your home. So very bad. And then during that time we just keep finding ways to make money. And then one day I searched on Google the engraving necklace. Then that's how I find Shion.
very cool. So you must have seen an ad for it or something on Facebook.
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, it was pretty
Something.
random. And I never heard of Shion before at that time. And when I found it, I was like, oh, something very interesting. Because all over the internet, people talking about t-shirt, hoodies, canvas, but I have never seen anyone talking about jewelry, message card. So very something different.
What was your first kind of foray into ShineOn? Did you join the Facebook group, or was it like the YouTube channel, or what?
Yeah, I watched a bunch of John YouTube videos on YouTube.
John, you have a fan. Go ahead.
Huge fan. And also, yeah, I joined the Facebook group. I was blown away by how engaging the Facebook group is. I have never been in any group that's so engaging. This live stream, there's people sharing their success, people talking about pretty much everything, and it's super. I feel like a family more than just any regular Facebook group. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. By the way, I totally feel the same thing about the. I feel like the community we've created is it's pretty magical. People are helping each other. It feels like people are pretty willing to share their successes. These Coffee with Michaels will have anywhere between like 1 and 300 people kind of live stream it between Facebook and YouTube. But then, over the weekend, a lot of times these videos will end up with 2,000 to 3,000 views, where people will come in and watch it over the weekend because they can't make it live. So it's just, I don't know, it's just a really cool kind of community. So that's pretty cool. I'm just glad to hear that it resonated with you. I know that the community is part of what drew me into ShineOn as well. So anyway, you watched a ton of John's videos, which is pretty cool. And then tell me what, so you watched a bunch of his videos. I assume you use those to kind of get set up. A lot of John's videos, for those that aren't aware, he does lots of how-tos, talking about like how to do different things in the app and set up products and things like that. So I assume you watched those, got your stuff set up, and then what?
And I would just start testing and I think just same as everyone when they first started. If they get very lucky, their first product will be a winner, but not for me. I've been designing, testing, researching. Pretty much, I have to go through a lot of designs and also testing to be able to find my winners. But when I think back about it, it's all worth it, because if you have a winner, it could be the winner for the whole year. So
Totally.
and maybe next year, maybe next 5 years too. So once you have it, you have it. So even if you have to spend a little bit money on testing, a little bit time on designing, it's still worth it.
So did you kind of know and understand the process and like what makes a winning product and things when you joined ShineOn, or did you have to learn all of that?
Oh, I have to learn all of that. I watched your Coffee with Michaels also. So a lot. I have to very adapt to how ShineOn work also, because I don't think it just okay. I design this code and people will buy, but when I listen to you, to John saying that okay, it has to be touching people emotional feeling, then that's something I have to be focusing on, the feeling, the emotion.
Yeah, very cool. So you did have to kind of learn your way around. You had to learn the ropes. You had to figure out what made a winning product and things like that. And then you started testing. So
Yeah.
I mean, was it like November when you found ShineOn?
Around that time, yeah, around that time.
Because you didn't hit your first winner until December. What was the date? 9th.
Yeah.
So how many products did you test between the time you found ShineOn and hitting your winner?
Oh, I can't remember. But it was. I think it was under 10 products. Not
under 10.
Under 10.
No way.
So under 10 products, and yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So
okay, I've got to set expectations for people out there. When the first time I hit my winning product, I am kind of I swung and missed at Black Friday. And I thought Black Friday was going to be this huge event for print on demand. And by the way, kind of spoiler alert, Black Friday, you do get some sales, but it's not quite like your retail or your box stores. But anyway, I remember when I was kind of new to print on demand, I was trying to find a winner for Black Friday, took a big swing and missed. And I started panicking because I'm like, there are a ton of sales happening. I know there's a lot of buyer activity. I was seeing everybody's screenshots in the group doing, $100,000 weeks and all this stuff. And I just had this fire like in my guts that wanted this so bad. And I went crazy testing. So I had a full-time job. By the way, I'm just love setting expectations for everybody. You're probably not going to get your first winner in 10 designs. So I had a full-time job. Every morning I was getting up at 5 a.m. I still kind of do this today because I'm a glutton for punishment. But I would get up at like 5 a.m. I'd work for 3.5 hours before I had to be at work. And I do nothing but create designs. On my lunch break, I would literally walk out to my car, drive to the top of the parking garage, turn my cell phone into a hotspot, and I'd get out my laptop and I'd make more designs over lunch. And I bet you I tested like 50 in, I don't know, man, like 10 days maybe. I mean, I was going nuts. I was just going absolutely nuts trying to catch a winner. And I finally caught my first winner. And I had a similar sales cycle as you did for Christmas. I think I caught my winner on December 5th, and it was dead by shipping cutoff. And my biggest day at the time was like $33,000 a day. But I had a very similar distribution as you did. So anyway, for those listening, if you're brand new, do not get discouraged if you haven't found a winner in 10 products. It can take a while. You have to learn the ropes. You have to figure out what sells. You have to understand your niche, right? And kind of what moves your niche. It takes a little bit. So don't get discouraged. You got to hang in there. All right. So
I wish last year I had that ShineOn challenge though. So I actually bought it this year, even though I'm making sales, but I really in the learning mode. I just really want to learn more. So I bought this year. It's just packed with so much useful information. I wish I knew it last year. I would be maybe even faster to find a winner, the ShineOn challenge. So it's super valuable.
Yeah, that's all. What to talk about the challenge for just a second. Like, what was the golden nugget, or what's kind of the best thing you got out of it?
So for me, the basic setup, the Shopify, all that stuff was just like a piece of cake for me already. But when they talk about the ad, it was like something I did not know. The way how to look at the ad metrics on Facebook, the way how to set up the ad. So even up to now, when I watch that, I still learn something new. So my
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, my love for that challenge is on the Facebook ad, because people can easily charge $300 for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, for $50, you can't go wrong, even if you're a experienced seller. So anyway, I'm not here trying to sell the challenge, by the way. I just was curious. One of the things we see in a lot of our top sellers. So I would say we actually did the analysis on this. We looked at our top sellers, and it was like 80% of them have either gone through a course that, like one of our courses, or like somebody else's course in our kind of ShineOn print on demand ecosystem, or they've taken coaching. So there's this theme, Reggie says, like, be coachable, right? There is this theme among our top sellers that they're always learning. They're always a student. And it's just cool to see you kind of exemplify that even now. I mean, you clearly know the ropes. You're making sales, and even you jumped into the challenge, which, by the way, is kind of geared for newbies. Even you jumped in there to see if there was something in it that you could learn from, which is pretty cool. So you find out ShineOn on like in November. You test in your first 10 products, you find a winner, which is unreal.
Yeah. It was some luck, and also I believe the timing was right, because at that time people were willing to buy anything too, right? So the timing is also very important. You could have a winner, but if you test on the very slow month, you may just waste all that money.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
This Q4 gonna make a lot of successful story, because the timing is so right. Everything is so ready for this Q4.
Yeah, well, it's
easier.
I can tell you, looking at the sales data every single week, this Q4 is coming in hot. It is. We have not seen a Q4 like this. I would even tell you that 2020, when sales were going nuts, this is bigger in 2020. So far, what I'm seeing in the data, it's unreal.
It's not, yeah.
Which you wouldn't expect, because there's all this talk of like the stock market being down and this stuff. I'm telling you, the sales are telling us otherwise right now. So, okay, November, you find us, first 10 products, you catch your winner. When did you lose your Facebook account?
I think just a few days after I got my first sales. And
yeah, so you're testing. You're only on Facebook. You finally get a product that gets a few sales, and then you get hit by the ban hammer.
Yeah, and they said, they opened the door and kicked me out, saying, "You're not welcome here anymore.
Your money is no good here." So, did you panic?
Oh, I was scared. I was like, I spent so much time, so much hope, so much energy on this, and I know I got on something that can make me money.
Plus, you don't have a job at this point, right? Because you're not doing plumbing anymore.
Yeah, very slow.
Yeah, so you're really depending on making this work.
Yeah, I still have my other incomes, but it's not much. It doesn't get me by or like give me that comfort to feel like okay, I don't have to work. So it's really forced me to find all the alternate to make it work. So.
Yeah, I mean, tell me what your thought process was when you wake up in the morning or you went to your phone or whatever and you saw that you were banned. I mean, how did you respond to that?
I was just sitting there and looking at the screen.
You were stunned.
I was not believing what just happened.
That
And
sucks.
not at this time, right? It was like Q4. It was busy time. It was everything was so ready. I just frozen for 10 minutes. I was just sitting there looking at my screen and said, "I can't believe this happened." But then if people take something away from you, Shopify giving you something, so they give me $500 of TikTok ad credit. So that's how I started TikTok.
So that was really what got you on TikTok was
That
the
was
ad
really.
credit.
I wasn't even thinking about TikTok at all. But just like you say, I always think TikTok is just for like 13 to 18 years old people, all teenagers on there dancing, making stupid videos. But I did not believe TikTok was for 40 years old blood male that buy gift for daughter on TikTok. Never. And that was my yeah. It was I think it was just a little bit of luck, and also I pulled a trigger. Okay, let me do something different with TikTok. So that's how.
Well, it's kind of serendipitous, isn't it? That bam, you're hit by Facebook, and then you jump over to Shopify, and hey, what do you know? You got $500 in TikTok ad credits just waiting for you.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. So don't get discouraged when something happens, because there may be something even bigger waiting. So that's my view right now.
So were you? I'm just curious. When you went to TikTok, were you kind of pessimistic about it working, or did you think maybe there's some hope here?
I was not expecting anything at all. I was just like maybe a different platform. That's all I was thinking about. I was like, let me give it a shot.
So what was your first kind of sign that maybe it would work out?
So I post an image on so that was my very first video ever. I put image together, and post it on TikTok. That's it. That's all I do with some text.
It was just like a 15-second video of an image, basically.
Yeah.
Did you get a sale?
Yeah, I got a sale, but not right after I posted. So after 2-3 videos, and then that have to have like 1 or 2 organic sales.
Organic.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying you created like a TikTok, like a brand page or something.
Yeah.
And you started actually posting organic videos of the product.
Yeah.
So we're not even talking about ads at this point.
Yeah, just a day before the ad, I was just posting it, and then I didn't make any sales. But then okay, I run the ad, but that videos actually got a little bit viral somehow, just over the next 2-3 days. So it did not get viral overnight, but it took the algo to a few days to actually dial in, and then it to make some sale on organic.
So was your first sale? I just want to make sure I'm not getting confused. Was your first sale from the ad or from organic?
Organic.
That's just freaking crazy.
It's weird.
It wasn't even a video. That's awesome, dude.
It was just a slideshow of multiple images. That's it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So when you saw that happen, I bet you started feeling pretty good.
Better.
A little bit of a sigh of relief, maybe.
Yeah. I thought I may hit on something big here.
So I want to think about this scale here. In fact, let me pull it back up so everybody can kind of see there. So with TikTok, what are you spending per day in ads? Like, let's take your biggest day, this one. So your margin was 20 to 30% this day. I think you said 25 to 30%.
About that, yeah.
COGS are typically a third, and then ads would be the rest. So you spent what, $12,000 on ads? 12 or 13?
Yeah. I vividly remember I was shocked to see the spending too. I was like, oh, I haven't seen this spending so much for so long.
Well, so did TikTok, did they not have spending limits or anything like that on your account?
No, not at all. Not would though. I don't want to. I don't want that to happen. But not would. I would just from spending $100 a day, double it, double it, double it. So it's scale up very fast.
Oh yeah, you were just doubling every single day, and as long as it worked, you kept doubling, right?
Double,
That's, by the
triple. I
way,
can
for
throw myself into it.
anybody listening, that's the only way you get scale this quickly, right?
Yeah.
And reach these numbers. You really are doubling budgets every day. And by the way, I mean, just do some math on paper here. If you start at $200 in ad spend, you double it every day. Like within 10 days, you're spending very healthy 5 figures. I mean, it gets crazy quick. But if you're in profit, who cares?
Exactly.
I remember like on my I think the most I ever spent on ads in a single day was like $30-some thousand. But I remember that morning I launched like it was like $500,000 worth of ads that morning. I culled a bunch of them throughout the day because of the method I was using. But my point is that was double. I was doubling every single day, and I got to those kinds of numbers that quickly. So that's how you scale with some octane. Anyway, so you jump over to TikTok. TikTok has no spending limits. You're doubling the budgets every single day. Your first videos or ads or whatever, just like the slideshows. Did you ever make more creative like video ads? Did you ever do like the style where it's like the girl crying and then they open the box? Did you ever do any of that stuff or what?
Yep, I have to because slideshow can get you few sales, but it won't get you the scale. If you want scale big, you have to make native TikTok videos. That's what I learned during this year. I have to make it super native. Just like this morning too, I saw some ad from all the ShineOn sellers, super native. It caught me right away. I didn't even know it was the ad. So very impressive.
There's one going around right now of it's like a girl on her bed in like a messy bedroom, and she's like down, and you're like what's going on here?
Yep.
And it gets it a little closer, and then it cuts to a jewelry box opening up, and I'm like, one of our sellers got me,
Yeah, exactly my feeling too. I was like watching it. I was like really wondering what happened. And boom, okay, ShineOn seller.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's get into some tips here. I want to make this practical for people. I know I've asked for people to leave questions, so I do think we're gonna have a little time for Q&A, and I'll kind of go back through the comments here and see what questions we've got. But I want to make this a little practical. So are you doing any advertising on Facebook at all right now? Are you just purely TikTok?
Right now, yes. I was able to get one. So don't ask me how, because if I say Facebook gonna listen to me and ban me again. So.
Okay. So somehow you talked Facebook into accepting your money again. So congratulations. You're also still doing TikTok, I assume?
Yes, TikTok is still a very good area.
Okay, so let's get into some tips here. You got a bunch of new people listening to this. There are people like that we're in right now that are in the same shoes you were in a few years ago, right? Like maybe they got a job they don't like. Maybe it's just they want extra side money, so they can get their kids better Christmas gifts. Maybe they want to be able to quit the second part-time job they do in the evenings, so they can stay home instead. Like there are a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life. Sometimes we just have single mothers or stay-at-home moms even. They're just trying to make a little extra money. What are some practical tips you would have for them? Like let's say that they're just getting started here. What are some tips you got?
Yeah, for sure. So I have a few tips to share with everyone, but I know tips and tricks is like everywhere, and people having much better tips than I have. But I just want to share with you so we can all learn from each other. So if you have it, share with me too. I have it, I share with you. So we can all growing together here. The very first one I have is don't stop testing. It's the basic, but people would just testing a 1, 2, 3 designs or 1, 2, 3 TikTok videos. It doesn't work, and then they stop. But that's the fastest way to get you into failure. Because I strongly believe if I have to test 100, 200 designs or videos, I still have to do it because I can make all the money back within a few days, and even 10 times 20x the money I spent on testing. So that is my very first tip there.
So for any new people listening, what Andy's saying there is like you can literally test 20, 30, 40, 50 designs and fail on every single one of them and be in the hole $5,000. If you catch a single winner, you will make all of that back and more, right?
Yep.
This is very much a game where you're looking for the one out of 100 products that makes you all of your money, right? And as you get better, that number starts to look like 1 in 50, 1 in 20, or in Andy's case, 1 in 10, right? Where like you get better and better about hitting winning products, but the winning product literally makes up for all your losses and then some. So he's saying like you have to keep testing. You can't let the fact you fail on your test discourage you. Failure it literally is part of the game. Every time you fail, you should look at that as though you're just buying data, and you put something out there and you bought some data, and that data told you this one is not it. Time to move on to another one. That is valuable. That is valuable to know that, because you're not going to waste your time anymore on the loser, and you get to move on and potentially find a winner. So anyway, that's a great one. I agree with that one 100%. What else you got?
So the second one I have is don't try to reinvent the wheel. So I don't have English as my mother tongue language. I studied English 10, 12 years ago, and I'm still not very good at it.
No,
I cannot write emotional message. Thanks. I cannot write emotional message at all. So I don't try to reinvent the wheel. Like I don't try to write my own code. I try to find all the code that has been working for years out there that has been winning. I take them, I make a list, I mix them up, and I add some graphic. I take the head of the first one matching with the tail of the second one. So I don't reinvent the wheel, but I don't copy. I don't take other people code. I take that as an inspiration and I refurbish the wheel. I don't reinvent the wheel. So that's what.
That's great. You Frankenphrase it.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. If you're new, I see a lot of new people do this too. They've never written anything in their life, and they discover ShineOn. They suddenly want to be a poet, and it's like, don't do that. Okay. What Andy's saying is like, we've already, there's tons of research techniques out there. We've taught a million of them. I've covered a lot of them in Coffee with Michaels. Do a lot of research, find phrases that are already winning and resonating with an audience, and then find ways to kind of mix and match those phrases and potentially make a better one, right? And then try to test with those better phrases to see if you can get anything to catch. Is that basically what you're saying?
Yep, exactly. And I remember one time you said on the coffee with Michael, you said when you add graphic, don't do something that is not even mentioned on the quote. So if the quote doesn't talk about flowers, you may not want to add the flowers, for example. So if you add graphic, make sure the graphic is matching with the quote. And I vividly remember you said that, and I did that.
Yeah, the design needs to complement the phrase,
Yes.
and never be a distraction
No.
from the phrase. But yeah, that's a really good one. What else you got?
Use research tools. Pay money for the research tool. The reason is, especially at this time Q4, if you don't pay for the research tool, you'll be lost. So if you pay for a research tool and they all do the hard work for you, you know what is selling, what is not selling, and just based on that, and make your quote.
Do you have a tool that you like more than others?
I use 3 tools. I use Spy Pros. I use Ad Spy, and also for TikTok videos, I use PP Ad.
Yeah. Okay. You said 3 or just 2?
I spent because they each have their own advantage of.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, it's Ad Spy for Facebook, and then PP ads or PyPy ads or whatever it's called for TikTok. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so what else you got?
Last one I have is make TikTok videos. So if you want to be on TikTok and you have never been on TikTok before, you want to advertise on TikTok, at least do me a favor to spend a day or two on TikTok and watch a bunch of videos and get a feeling how people catch your attention, and try to use that hook to make your videos. So if you never watch TikTok, you want to advertise on TikTok, it's very hard, very hard, because you have to be in the water to know if the water is cold or hot, right? So yeah.
Yeah, by the way, I completely agree with this. I joined TikTok pretty late. I just joined it a few months ago. I was just, I don't know, I was just holding out. And it is like its own language. It is different. Like, you're not going to be able to necessarily just port over what's working on Facebook, like in terms of your video creative, put it on TikTok and expect it to work. It is definitely its own kind of style and vibe. It's got its own energy. It's completely different. So you're 100% right. Like, before you advertise on TikTok, download the app. You should go through the app and try to find some other people that you like and some interests and things like that. That way it's showing you relevant stuff, and then get a feel for the videos, and then you're going to want to try to recreate that in your own ads. So I totally agree with that. So that was your last tip. Do you have some time for Q&A?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to just scroll up through. I asked for questions a long time ago. So give me a second here. And as soon as I start catching the relevant ones, I'll bring them up here. Hey, while I'm doing this, are you guys enjoying this? Are you getting some good stuff out of this? Drop some more hearts in the chat if you are. Hearts are Andy's favorite emoji here. So drop some hearts in the chat. Let us know you're getting value out of this. We'd appreciate it. Okay. Bear with me. A lot of comments here to go through. A lot of hearts coming in. That's good. Okay, I think I found the good stuff.
Oh, I see John Hart.
Okay, here's a good one. What did you use to make your videos? What software?
I use TikTok software. I make video inside TikTok.
So you don't use that? What is it called? CapCut? CutCap?
Yeah, CapCut is owned by TikTok too, right? So it's the same thing. But inside TikTok right now, they actually have a mini version of CapCut. So everything can be done in-house. You don't have to have a extra software. You don't have to have an extra editing app at all. So inside TikTok, you can use music, you can use text, you can everything.
Yeah, it's a very capable tool. I think Kirsta started that way too. So it's not the first I've heard that. Here's another one. Do you make videos with real models or convert the images to video?
Yeah, so just like I mentioned, my very first video was images, and yesterday on the group, Debra was posting about it too. So it works for her as just image slideshows. So it's still working, but if you want to scale, please make videos with real person in it, because it more resonate with how people feeling. It more real. It's more, it's just more TikTok that way.
There's got to be a place out there where you can just buy the hooks. There's got to be a place out there where you can just like buy, a pack of like 20 different angles of somebody like kind of crying or, whatever that you can try with hooks. But if not, TikTok's going to require a little bit of more effort, I think, on the creative side to scale. Yeah. All right. So here's one. What scaling method did you use?
I mentioned earlier, it was very simple, very easy, double your budget. That's all the method you can do too. Is if you get really busy on that day and maybe, for example, if you spend $100 and you have $1,000 in sales, you're really in something big. So during that day, sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
So during that day, maybe you just want to surf it. So you just want to double the budget every few hours. There's lots of method to scale with TikTok, but make sure you know that day you're doing very well and you can surf. But if that day just doing regular day, don't add too much budget because you're gonna lose.
What was your campaign structure?
Initially, I set up at 1-1-1, so one campaign, one ad set. I know it's crazy. No targeting, no nothing.
This guy, he just starts a brand channel, throws up some slideshow videos. He's getting organic sales. His campaign structure is just one. He's just doubling budgets every day. It's like,
I think people overcomplicated a lot of stuff, and a lot of gurus out there, they really want to. I think they really want to make money, so they overcomplicated stuff. So regular people might think, oh, it's so hard, and I need to pay $10,000 for a course. But to get started, you don't need anything much. But of course, if you want to scale bigger on Facebook or TikTok, yes, some coaching from Kurs. I actually took the few days coaching from Kurs, so it's good, very good experience. I learned a lot from him.
So here's another one. How do you make good videos for TikTok ads?
Watch more TikTok videos.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
It's really, yeah, just watch more TikTok videos. You will have a sense of what is trending this week, what's trending this month, and just use your videos and make it based on the trend.
Yeah, that's actually a really good answer. Here's one you've already answered, but I'll pop it up here anyway. What was your margin on the 269,000?
25 to 30%, like net after ad, after cost from ShineOn, after everything.
Yeah, this person's asking the same thing. Guy, just so you know, this is fairly common. I mean, I typically hear that the margins on these products are 20 to 30% at scale. If you're going ham, and I'm talking like, multiple millions of dollars, like Kirsta is kind of renowned for this. Kirsta wants to do $150,000 in a day in revenue. When you start pushing those kinds of numbers, the sacrifice you make is in the margin, but you make up for it in volume. So Kirsta's okay with pulling down 10, 15% net all day long because he's doing such massive volume, right? But for most people, 20 to 30% net. So like this is money in your bank account after expenses. 20 to 30% net is kind of typical. But obviously I can't guarantee that or anything. You know how that goes. Whatever my internet lawyer would want me to say here, I'm saying it, okay? Results not guaranteed, all that stuff. Okay. Do you target the USA only or also Canada?
USA mostly. And I recommend you to scale to even Canada, scale to the Europe too. Because in May I went to the mastermind and I talked to John. He was just telling me go international, and during that mastermind I go international, make like $3,000 a day in revenue. So, and I showed John, yeah, I told you. So go international as well.
Awesome. Okay. Who is John? How do I find the how-to videos? I don't understand the process of products to ShineOn. So John works here at ShineOn. He's currently head of Europe right now for our accounts team. So he's helping us grow internationally. He's made a lot of videos on the YouTube channel that are kind of shorter how-to videos that typically cover like a specific topic. So the one that's coming to mind is like he covered one on how to set up Etsy. It's actually, I think, one of our more popular YouTube videos, but it's how to set up Etsy with ShineOn. But he's done a bunch of those. So you can learn there if there's a specific topic you want to dive into. Then we've got 10 gajillion Coffee with Michaels. You might have to kind of crawl through to find. A lot of people end up saying they just kind of binge watch those to kind of learn the ropes. There is a very specific one I did. It was the Mother's Day boot camp. That you should go watch if you're brand new, because I really break down slowly like how this works from 100,000 feet. And I go through phrase research and phrase building and all that kind of stuff. Go check that out. Or if you really just want a shortcut, join the challenge. The challenge will get you there super quick. It's aggregated, so you don't have to go fishing around for everything. And it's $47. It's $47. You will spend that much on lattes the first half of November alone, right? So just go buy the challenge instead, and make some coffee at home for a little while. It is going to be worth it in spades. In spades.
Yep.
Keep in mind, how much did you pay? How much do you think your education cost you to be a plumber?
Yeah, it was about 10 grand.
Yeah, $10,000 to be a plumber, right? And you can pay $47 for a challenge that might teach you how to make $12,000 in a day.
It's unbelievable how people think when they pay for $47, they think it's expensive, but they can go out, eat a lunch, eat a dinner, drink some beer, and just cost like well over $100 easy. So
Or you have the person that's scared to spend $47 on a challenge, but there's $60,000 in debt for like some freaking geography degree they don't even use, or whatever. It's like
I see a lot around my age, because people just they graduated university and all that stuff. So all my friends, many of them is like $200,000 in debt, and they couldn't even find a job.
Yeah, it's
And
bad.
when I said when you invest money in online courses, few $100, $100, for example, they just say no, too expensive. I just don't understand that thought process. It's hard.
By the way, I'm not poking on anybody that's been to college or anybody that's spent money on a degree. I'm not poking on that. I'm poking on the mindset. The mindset that like you're willing to invest 4 years and tens of thousands of dollars, years of being in debt for a degree that you may or may not even use. If we're honest about it, I mean, like if your profession is not in the same field as your degree, I would argue that you may not be using that degree. But you'll balk at spending $47 on a challenge that will teach you the skills necessary to make money online, big money in some cases. So, anyways, just poking on the mindset.
That's refundable too. If you make first sale, that's refundable. So it's.
Oh, I forgot about that. See, I'm not trying to sell the challenge, guys. But if you want to buy it, ShineOnChallenge.com. It's $47. You get it back if you make one sale. ShineOnChallenge.com if you're interested. Not trying to sell it, but it's maybe be foolish if you don't purchase it. So ShineOnChallenge.com. Huh?
I said you're not trying to sell it, but people buy it because it's worth it. I am a real life testimonial for that. I learned something new even with $900,000 in sales. So
yeah, very very cool. All right, I'll stop trying to sell the challenge for a little while. All right, so look, I think we'll do maybe 2 more. If I can find a second one. Here's our first. Just wondering, Facebook or TikTok ads helped you more? And can you show your designs of the cards?
TikTok helped me more because, as I said, Facebook doesn't like me for some reasons. TikTok so far, they love me. They like my spending. They give me a rep. They taking care of me. I get on the rep call every month. No, every 2-3 months, not every month, but maybe in this Q4 every month, because they always there when I have problem with my TikTok account or TikTok ad got disapproved. I reach out to them. The rep say, okay, let me solve it for you within like a day. So TikTok ad has helped me so much more, and the way they take care of the advertisers way more. And can I show you my designs? I don't think I can.
Yeah, that's okay.
I
Nobody's
spent so much time and brain power on this. So, but you will see it somewhere.
the only place you're probably going to see winning designs is in a spy tool, in your news feed from people running ads, or some courses will reveal winning designs. Like that product I did $92,000 in a single day on, I revealed in my econ profit formula course. And I'm sure we've done that in some other courses as well. But you're typically not going to get that for free in public in a Facebook group. Just to be clear. Hey, let's talk about your experience with your TikTok rep. Where are they located? Are they like in North America? So like Canada, US, something like that? Are they offshore? Where are they at?
My TikTok rep is that? Yeah. So initially, I got a rep in the US, but then recently they moved me to the Canadian rep that located in Toronto.
Wow.
Much more responsive, because I think before they just try to get a rep for people with spending, but right now they really try to get more reps, so taking care of less sellers, but more focus on those sellers. So I just got a new rep from Toronto.
And are they knowledgeable? Like, I've been on a gajillion calls with Facebook reps, and they're trying to tell me how to run ads, and they've like never sold a thing before. Is it like that with TikTok, or what's your experience?
I wouldn't say they very knowledgeable in the term of day-to-day running of TikTok, but they're very knowledgeable of their policies, of what is of even what is working, what's not working with the platform, what's trending, what is new coming out, what so other than scaling and running your TikTok ad, the rep is super valuable to you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So they're actually trying to provide like insights into what's trending, what's working, what niches. I assume like probably like video styles, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so back in Valentine's, I still remember the rep was telling me, okay, so we're just launching a hashtag targeting on TikTok. I can get you in this first before.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this other hashtag has been trending. Try to use this. So they actually trying to help you rather than trying to ban you. so so yeah.
Look, we've given Facebook a bad rap, but the truth is, with every marketer has a love-hate relationship with Facebook, right? Because the truth is, Facebook is still king of scale. You just cannot hit the same numbers you can hit on Facebook anywhere else. TikTok is becoming a strong competitor, but they're just not there yet. So Facebook is still hands down king of scale. So every marketer on the planet loves Facebook because of that. Like when you get a winning product on there, you literally are printing money, right?
Yes.
However, every marketer also hates Facebook because they've all been banned and they're all using they're using freaking proxies and multi-login and their sister's profile to run ads because they've been freaking banned. So it's a love-hate kind of relationship. Just to be clear,
my whole family right now, they're Facebook business managers. I'm using it, and only one is left. So
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But hopefully they got a reality check like a week or two ago. I think they lost like 25% of their stock value. Like their stock dropped by like 25% overnight. Hopefully some of that stuff will start waking them up eventually, and they'll play nice with small businesses again.
Yeah, because they've been they're not been good with advertising lately. And I don't want to talk bad, but I think they created a black market, because right now if you want to unban or that stuff, there's a black market. So
yeah. Let's not. I don't think we should get into that maybe on this call. But look, I want to level set with everybody. So we joke, we're kind of saying some of this in jest, right? Like, anybody that's marketing on Facebook, we'll sit here and we'll talk bad like this, but we're all still marketing on Facebook. Make no mistake. Every single one of us is still giving that platform a lot of money. Okay.
I hate you, but I still love you so much.
Huh?
I hate you, but I still love you.
Yeah, seriously. It's like a really bad, toxic relationship. But hey, we're hanging around. Okay, so anyway, if you're new though, like I really wouldn't be freaked out by any of this. You got to do it, right? So test on Facebook. Just don't only test on Facebook. That's the takeaway. Do Facebook, do TikTok. I would even say if you get something working on TikTok, maybe experiment with something like a Snapchat, right? Get Etsy going is another side channel for some of your stuff. Like you want to have some redundancies built in here. It's the safest way to make sure you're going to be good moving forward. And by the way, there are a lot of people who are marketing on Facebook. They've never been banned. Like they have their account, the original account still. There are tons of people that don't even get impacted by this. So anyway, we've kind of poked on Facebook a lot this call. I think I need to round it out to let everybody know you have to do it. You don't have a choice. But just the way you protect yourself is go to TikTok, go to Snapchat. Don't be single threaded, right? Okay. Look, I think we've kind of covered most of the questions. We're about an hour and 40 minutes into this. I think this is probably a good place to wrap up. So let's I want to go back to this very quickly, and then we'll move to wrap up. So Andy here is running our Vietnam community. We're super happy to have him on team ShineOn now. So we were going to be seeing more of Andy in the future. If you are from Vietnam or you speak Vietnamese, please go join the Vietnamese ShineOn group because you may really enjoy what's kind of popping over there. Andy is going to, and by the way, we already have a Vietnamese team that's kind of running all the content over there, and they're doing a fantastic job. But Andy's going to come in, he's going to start doing live streams and things like that. And, if you speak Vietnamese or you're from Vietnam, you may really benefit from being in that community. So make sure you go check that out. Anything you want to add related to that, Andy?
Yeah, so if you Vietnamese, or even if you're not Vietnamese too, if you have any question, just reach out. I'm always here. I'm on ShineOn team right now, so I will do everything I can to help you. If I can't, I will direct you to the person that can. So let's get it. Let's get this.
Yeah, let's do it. It's Q4. It's time. All right, let's quickly wrap up. If you like anything that we do here, right, please tell your friends. We would really appreciate it. Up until really about a month ago, all of our growth has been through word of mouth. I mean, we're not even running cold acquisition ads. We're just now getting started. So all of our growth has been through word of mouth. We weren't even in the app store for a really long time. We literally, our business has been completely dependent on kind people like you sharing the words. Please tell your friends about us. We have a really cool affiliate program. If you've had at least 100 sales, if you go to analytics and then referrals, this all should be unlocked for you up here in the top right. You'll have a referral link. Share this with your friends. If people sign up with the referral link, and they go on to make a sale, you'll get 75 cents per sale. We have many people in the program that made like a good 5 figures through the program. So please go check that out. If you want to follow us on some of the other accounts that we have going on, here's a full list of them. We actually have a bunch now. First of all, you can start selling at ShineOn by going to ShineOn.com and selling. You can also, if you're in Shopify, you can go to the Shopify App Store, find the app, download the app. You can sign up that way as well. If you're on YouTube, you can go to bit.ly/Go ShineOn to join our Facebook group. We would appreciate it. If you're on Facebook and not in the YouTube channel, you need to go do that. YouTube.com/ShineOnPod. They actually just removed this C earlier this week. We haven't updated the slide yet. So YouTube.com/ShineOnPod if you want to follow us on YouTube. And then here are all of our other social media accounts. Tammy and Brooke are on our social media team. They're constantly putting really cool stuff out on these accounts. There's a lot of educational material coming out soon, like clips from Coffee with Michaels and the shots of espresso and things like that. So these accounts are going to be providing a lot of really good value if you're a seller. So please go check these out. Plus, there's some really entertaining stuff that comes through here from time to time as well. So wherever you like to hang out, go follow us. We are there. All right. I think that's it for today. Andy, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you coming on, sharing your story. It's awesome. Awesome. I'm really happy to have you on the team. I look forward to what you're going to do this Q4.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for all the knowledge you give away, all the time that you give away, because I learned a lot from you, and that's how I get here today too. So thank you for having me on the coffee. Looking forward for the next time we chat together.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And by the way, I can say this on behalf of everyone at ShineOn. If we can be even a tiny, tiny, tiny part of your success, it makes it all worth it. So we really appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Until next time, happy selling. Take care, everybody.